since Super Smash Bros. Brawl, he has been one of the most requested characters to join the cast of Super Smash Bros. And with the recent announcement of Super Smash Bros. 5, Funimation took upon themselves to make the request to see Goku in Super Smash Bros. So today, today I'm going to be talking about why Goku can't, shouldn't, and why he would completely ruin the game if he was introduced in Super Smash Bros. And why there is, however, a Dragon Ball character that could make it in, but also shouldn't. So, I'm the Legend of the S, and let's talk about the Goku situation in Super Smash Bros. So, let's obviously talk about the elephant in the room. Goku is not a video game character. Contrary to what some people might believe, Goku began his life as a manga character, with a later debut in both video games and an anime. Dragon Ball was a popular manga developed by or created by Akira Toriyama. Now obviously there were games and there was an anime. The anime and the manga, the anime and the games began around the same time period. I believe the first game also came out before the first episode of the anime, but that is completely irrelevant since Goku first began his life in a manga. Now I said that Goku, in one of the introductions why he shouldn't, couldn't, and why he would ruin the game. I'm going to start with that one. He would ruin the game simply because you allow Goku in, then you allow everybody in. At that point in time, it just loses the mystique and the magic of Smash Bros. The idea of Smash is video game characters or Nintendo All-Stars, and now some people say that that concept is dead now, and it's more of that gaming's All-Stars than a Nintendo All-Stars video game roster, which it isn't true. Every single character in Super Smash Bros. 4, for example, or Super Smash Bros. Brawl, have had and have a history with Nintendo. Some not as strong as others, but all of them a very strong relationship with Nintendo. And Goku, if he was allowed in, he would absolutely kill that vibe, because at that point in time it just becomes, well, he has had a video game, so let's put him in. The idea that you're a video game character, or since you have a video game, you appear in a video game, you are now eligible to show up in Super Smash Bros. Is ridiculous. Just because Cristiano Ronaldo has appeared in multiple FIFAs, actually he has been in, how many? 13, 14 FIFAs? And plus the European Cup games, FIFA Street games, the World Cup games. The number of games are, and not only those, but also PES and others, Winning 11, PES is Winning 11, Football Manager, and all that stuff. Ronaldo has had a lot of video game appearances. Does that mean that he can be in Super Smash Bros? No, he's a real life person. Of course he can't be. So obviously there are some people that will use certain characters as counterpoints, and I'm gonna use these as to why. I already explained why he shouldn't, but why he can't. Why Goku can't be in Smash, and this is why. Outside of obviously being a non-video game character, people utilize two specific examples as to why Goku can be in, and it's both Cloud and Rob. Let's start with Cloud. People say that Cloud can made it so that everybody can be in Super Smash Bros. That's statistically, that's proven false. The rules to be from a third-party character to be on the Nintendo, on the Super Smash Bros. Is the following. You need to start as a video game character, and you need to appear in a video game, in a Nintendo system, and your franchise obviously has to have some relevancy. So let's start with must begin in a video game. So Cloud has obviously started in a video game. Done. He needs to appear in a Nintendo platform. Cloud does appear on Nintendo platforms. He appeared in two spin-offs for, what was it, Kingdom Hearts. That's one of them. And then there was the other game, I forget the name of it, where Cloud appeared in. For crying out loud, the Nintendo Direct where they announced Cloud for Super Smash Bros. 4 as DLC also showcased him in that game. I forget which the name of the game, but he did. And the franchise has a history, either a long history in video games or a long history with Nintendo. And let's not kid ourselves, Final Fantasy began on Nintendo. Heck, it's not called Final Fantasy because I don't remember if it was the studio, the company, Square itself, or the creator that it was their final chance at making a video game. Henceforth, Final fantasy. So all of these things make it so that Cloud is in fact eligible. Now the other character that people say that makes the entire thing of Goku is not a video game character irrelevant and that would help him go or make it into Super Smash Bros. Is Rob. Rob is a non-video game character. He never appeared in a video game. Well, you do have a point. He didn't start in a video game and he didn't appear in a video game. However, he was a hardware accessory. He was not a toy. He was hardware accessory. And he was made with a specific intent on not only A, making the games that require him to be playable. I don't believe the games that use Rob can be played without Rob. And B, he came in to help sell the NES. It's good to remember, in the West, no video game, no company, no store owner wanted to sell a video game system like the NES after the 98 crash, or the video game crash of the 1983. Jesus Christ, what the hell was wrong with me there? So Nintendo developed Rob as a way to sell video game systems like the NES in the West, because then you can market it as a toy. So Rob is a very important character, and not only that, he's not an accessory like the Zapper, like the Super Scope, Super Game Boy, and all that stuff, because he was an actual character. And again, important for Nintendo's history, and he was owned by Nintendo. That's also very important. Rob is actually owned by Nintendo. And I've seen the people like, isn't that hypocritical that a character that Nintendo owns has different rules than a third-party character? Yeah, it's not hypocritical because it's their game. And obviously some people say like, oh, but the rules of Smash change all the time. Third parties were not supposed to be in the game, and then Snake and Sonic making it in, and then Smash was not going to have third parties DLC, and then Smash 4 changed it. But you have to look at things into context. For example, why didn't any Smash third-party characters make it into Smash before Brawl? Easy, very easy, because they were playing for Melee, but time constraints not allowed Snake and Sonic to make it in, and the original Smash Bros. Was barely made, so obviously they need to prove to Nintendo first that they could make the game, then they could have third parties join in. Not only that, how many third parties were around the N64 era? Outside of Rare, how many of them were there? Not many that you could choose to put a character in that either the company would want or that Nintendo would allow. And when it comes to DLC, it's good to remember that the first game to kind of make sense to add DLC would have been Brawl, but the Wii had a small hard drive that would not allow for a game to be for expansions and DLCs to be made available and a lot of people could own. Remember, it's very good and very important to remember that a little game called Super Mario Galaxy 2 was going to be an expansion pack for Super Mario Galaxy, but there was no hardware space for the game or on the Wii to allow the game to be made into just an expansion pack DLC. So the only game that truly could start doing that or had enough space or hardware space to allow that was Super Smash Bros. 4 on both Wii U and the 3DS. Now, I did say in the beginning of the video that there is one character that could make it in from Dragon Ball, but she shouldn't, and that's Android 21. She started as a video game character, even if she had a manga before, or an appearance in a manga or an anime episode. She would be much like Lucario, where the only reason why she was there was because it was intended as promotion for the video game, much like Lucario in Pokemon the movie, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, that was Lucario's first appearance. It was unlike Rob, where it's a promotion for video games and a way to sell video games or video game systems. But the reason why she shouldn't is then because the Goku cries would get to maximum point. So that was it. Goku in Smash Bros. Is an idea that I don't understand why people keep hammering on and on and on and on about it. There's literally no reasons to debate this. The fact that he's not a video game character immediately makes it so that he won't be in. Sakurai himself has said manga characters, obviously not, when it comes to Smash Brothers. So I don't know why people keep debating this. But anyway, Thank you guys for watching. On screen right now there will be the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 playlist, so go check it out if you want to. The other videos for my Smash Bros. Speculation or a playlist, and the video that I'll be posting up a little bit later today regarding my 10 ports that I want to see on Nintendo Switch. Stay tuned for the end of that video where I'll be discussing a possible giveaway for my 100 subscriber special. So thank you guys for watching. I've been the Legend of DS. I'll see you guys next time.